It's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Now, before I get on to the first item we have for you, do you know it's International Talk Like a Pirate Day? More on that later. Fears that an Arab language school in New York might breed terrorists raised a huge response from you when we discussed it on Monday's show. The Khalil Gibran International Academy opened earlier this month with about 60 sixth graders. Our guests stood on opposite sides of the school fence. Deborah Howard helped to design the academy, while columnist Daniel Pipes warned it would become a hotbed for Arab nationalism.
But over and over again, you see this pattern of Arabic nationalism and Islamist ideology being pervaded with Arabic language instruction.
Let's get
I would certainly not in any way favor a public school indoctrinating anyone in any form of religion. And what I will say over and over, I was involved in the design, the writing of the proposal, which has been approved by the Department of Education. There is nothing in there that even smells like that. And so
the comments we received included Kathy in Jordan, who believes Dr. Pipes enforces the negative stereotypes against Arabs and Muslims. Pipes does not deserve the honorific professor, since he is so clearly against American children learning for themselves who and what Arabs and Muslims really are. Human beings with histories, cultures and points of view that have been, for too long, been censored and misrepresented by politically motivated mind police like Pipes. Nadira in Abuja in Nigeria gives a personal view on the difference between race and religion. Arabic is spoken freely throughout the world by Christians and even non-Arabs. Arabic is not Islam. If they don't want an Arabic school in New York City, then give the Arabic-speaking people their oil back. Simple. But Yassine in South Africa is more concerned about the length of our show. Riz, your shows are excellent, he says, but just when the conversations or the debates are heating up, you end the show. Dr. Pipes was so arrogant at the beginning of the program, but thereafter he came down to earth. You should have let the viewers ask him more questions. I do promise you, Yassine, I do my best to get as much input from viewers as I can. And you're right, sometimes we just don't have enough time for the debate, which is why we occasionally revisit topics. Now, Prince Charles, as you know, is in line to become the next King of England and, by extension, head of the Church of England. For years, the Prince has said he'd rather be known as Defender of Faith rather than Defender of the Faith, implying Christianity only. But his hopes were shot down by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Dr. Rowan Williams, who insisted that the Prince of Wales will be exactly what his ancestors were, going all the way back to Henry VIII in the 16th century, which is the defender of the Christian faith. In an interview with the Daily Telegraph in Britain, Dr. Williams also said that Prince Charles should be crowned the traditional way, with a Christian coronation rather than a multi-faith service. Well, these statements have generated debate among Britons on the role of the church in society. Meanwhile, Khalid in Oman believes the title, Defender of All Faiths, is very befitting. Britain is now a lot more diverse than it was in the past, so this symbolic change will show nations around the world how tolerance has made Great Britain a destination for millions of people from different faiths from around the world. The Archbishop of Canterbury should focus more in the promising future and less on the painful past. Angela in Florida in the US believes one's faith is a private matter and writes, "Why does he have to defend any faith? He should just make sure that everyone has the freedom to practice whatever religion they want." And most of you know that typing a colon, then a hyphen, and then a parentheses bracket makes a horizontal smiley face in a computer message. And believe it or not, it's been 25 years since Carnegie Mellon University professor Scott E. Fahlman created the first and most enduring emoticon, as they're known, we have today. The smiley was captured in an electronic bulletin board posting by Fahlman 25 years ago on September the 19th, 1982. He was attempting to find a universal way of indicating, just kidding, in electronic communication. Fahlman's simple but revolutionary invention now graces millions, if not billions, of emails and instant messages each year. YMCA is a song by the Village People that became a hit in the late 1970s and is still popular today despite its status as an age-old disco anthem. We found one Korean man by the name of Lee Pak-sa who has created his own version of the melody. It just doesn't sound the same. September the 19th is more than just Smiley's birthday, as I mentioned. At the start of the show, it's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. What started as a joke among friends in the state of Oregon in the United States took off in 2002 when it got some media attention. So don't be surprised if you hear someone shout, "Ahoy, me scurvy dog, you'll be walking the plank off the poop deck, shiver me timbers, arr." Because that'd be all for now, so don't forget to send us your questions and comments, me hearties. And remember, you landlubbers, not everything you hear on Street Talk is the view of Al Jazeera. And some of the content's been edited, but it probably deserved to walk the plank in the first place. And that'd be the talk on the street.